All right, so I know a lot of you guys coming to the video today are artists, so I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite distribution platforms to put your music out there called DistroKid. And I'm gonna help you step by step to make sure you smoothly get your music on there and heard by the masses. All right, so first of all, if you're new to releasing music independently, DistroKid is one of the simplest and most effective tools out there. It's an affordable distribution platform that easily gets your music onto all streaming platforms, major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and tons more. So using this is actually really easy. Let's walk through this together, step by step, and I'll show you. First, you'll want to log in, or if you don't have an account, obviously create a DistroKid account. And once inside, you're going to want to click upload and then upload music. Now, once you're in the upload screen, you're going to see all the types of services that you could upload your song to. You're going to want to select the ones that you want it to be on. And for me, I'm just going to go ahead and select everything because I want my song on every platform. So I'm going to select number of songs, 1. And has this single been previously released? No. If yes, that means you can move the song over to DistroKid if you want. And there's also an optional tool if you want to boost your track more, but that's up to you. So the next part is showing if your artist name is on the streaming platforms already, and if you want that track to go to that associated artist page. And it's cool because DistroKid lets you add social media as well too. So the record label option lets you add a record label if you're signed. If you're independent, no problem. Language, primary genre, whatever genre you want to pick, and then a secondary genre if you feel like your track is a mix of different genres. So now you'll need an artwork for the single. If you don't have an artwork, definitely get one made. You can make it yourself if you got the talent, but otherwise, yes, get that uploaded right here. And then you're going to want to put your song title, which don't put the artist name in the title, just the song name. And if you have a featured artist on your track, don't put the feature in the title either. You'll want to do that in the next section right here, which lets you add featured artists to the track title. If you don't have a feature, that's perfect. If you do, you could add them right here. And one of the other cool things I like about DistroKid is it lets you add a version to the song title if you have a different version. So if this is like a slowed or a sped up version of your track, you could specify that in this place right here. All right, so now we're ready to upload the audio file. What I suggest, guys, is uploading a WAV because MP3 and all the other versions are kind of not as high quality as a WAV is, but you could upload an MP3 in, FLAC or AIFF if you want. So you could upload the Dolby Atmos spatial audio version if you have one. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. You could put if a songwriter or a cover song is what this version is as well. It will specify that for you, which is really cool. I know some of you guys do covers, and I really like this next section because it lets you add the songwriter's real names. And this is what shows up in the credits, like on Spotify, Apple Music. This one's important, guys, because songwriters need credit, man. Seriously. So many people just don't fill this part out, but you got to give credit where credit's due. These people work hard, so make sure to add the songwriters for the song credits. So the next part's pretty explanatory. Are there explicit lyrics? Is this a radio edit or instrumental? And do you have a preview clip start time? Like for TikTok, Apple Music. This one's cool because if you want it on TikTok and you want the clip to start somewhere in the TikTok sound, this is where you specify where in the song you want it to play. So when people do dances and videos to the song, that's what they'll hear. So we're pretty much almost done here. There are just a few more options if you want to add some extra promotion to your track and you want to get it out there a little more, and that's totally up to you. You don't have to do that. These are all optional, but some of these can really help. All up to you though. But one thing I think is honestly really cool is a social media pack, and it's only $5 a year. It basically notifies you and pays you when your music is used on content in YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And that's actually crazy because people sometimes could take your track and they could stick it in like memes or other things like that, and you'll never get paid because the distribution platform didn't have that option for you to get paid. But DistroKid does, and they automatically detect and match the song for you, and you get the ad revenue for it. And marketing your music, guys, is very important because distribution alone will not guarantee listeners. Thankfully, they have options here that let you get your song out further than other distribution platforms do. So that's about it. That's as simple as it is, getting your song out there to the masses through DistroKid. Also, give it about 2 to 3 business days to get your song onto the platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and then you're good to go after that. Good luck, and I hope to hear your guys' songs.